Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are revisiting Rocketman. Yes, Rocketman here. I have got the Zavvi exclusive steelbook, the 4K one. I had this for my birthday or Christmas, I think it was, like a while back. But I love this film and I revisited this. It's quite relatively new, but yeah, I thought I'd revisit it and check it out again. It's one of those films that's just electric. It's so good. And I've seen this in cinema maybe 3 or 4 times, even 4 or 5 times actually. I think I did sing along and everything. But I absolutely love this steelbook design. You've got Taron Egerton there on the front and then on the back. Look at that, such a nice steelbook, looks awesome. This film though was amazing. I really think this is like Oscar worthy. You know, it was up, I think they won an award for best song at the end. I know Taron Egerton was up for the award, didn't get it, but I think he should have won it. It was so good. Like, the one thing about this though is obviously the whole costumes and the design. Everything about it was just great, and it's such a feel-good film, but also quite a hard-hitting, like, upsetting one as well at the same time. And I think this resonates a lot with a lot of people because it's one of them films that it's important that it exists, and it's quite different than from other biopics that we see. Obviously, you know, they're currently filming like the Elvis Presley biopic. We've had Bohemian Rhapsody for Freddie Mercury. You know, I think there's been a David Bowie one as well. But every one of those films, the actual person who is being portrayed is like passed away, like they're no longer like alive. So with this, it's quite interesting because Elton John is still alive, and Elton John's like production company, yeah, Rocket Pictures, actually produced the film, and I think his like husband was on there as a producer. I think he was even a producer. So it's quite interesting that, you know, Elton John was very much involved in the making of his biopic. You know, this is like unprecedented. Like, you've got things like The Social Network that doesn't involve Mark Zuckerberg at all. It's somebody else's portrayal. It's David Fincher's, like, you know, he directed it, but it's his portrayal of his life based on books, etc. Same with like Steve Jobs films. And I think what this one does as well is you're watching it differently because you know that Elton John has had a say in this script. He's had a say in the actor. He's had a say in the costumes. He's had a say in basically nearly everything in the film. He's had a say in. You know, there's certain things in there that you just know that he sticks in his mind. Things like how his dad was bringing him up, like how his mum was so unloving, and certain lines that like they would have said to him as a child growing up, like, you'll never be loved because you're gay and you're coming out to me and you're not going to be loved. And then remembering his dad in a certain way as like unloving and cold, and then having his own family, and then, you know, even like signing the album, and then he's like, actually no, it's not to me, sign it to this guy in work. You know what I mean? Like, these certain things you can see he remembers, and he's never ever going to forget, obviously. And that's the same thing with like his grandmother as well. Like, his grandmother obviously was like the big supporter of him and took him to the music lessons to make him who he is today. But at the same time, it's good because it's a true biopic. You know, I think when you watch a lot of biopics, you think, did this really happen though? Or could this happen? Or has somebody perceived this in a certain way based on news articles? But not with this. Elton John was involved in this, and I would highly recommend you watch this. I absolutely love this film though. The whole thing about it was great. Dolby Atmos, Dolby Vision. It's one of them. Like, not every film has Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos, and it looked fantastic. I'm excited to get into all the deleted scenes and stuff. And yeah, it's 75 minutes of bonus content on here. I'm gonna watch all them later on. I did find myself turning it up really loud for like some of the musical sequences. You know, I'm a big fan of Elton John. I've been to see him live. Follow my vlog channel. You've seen I did a vlog actually of me being at a concert with him there about 2 years ago, and I loved it. It was so good. He's great, and I just got so many of his records, and yeah, this is a great film. On the music side of it though, Taron Egerton actually performs every single song, so he performs the songs in his own way, I guess. They've been redone rather than just dubbing like Elton John's voice over his acting. So that's quite cool. So I would highly check that out as well. Like, he does different versions, but it's the same, if you know what I mean. But I'm going to give this 9 out of 10. I have to give it 9 out of 10. It is up there with one of my favourite ever films. I love it. It's amazing. It's great. Yeah, check it out. Rocketman. So there it is, guys. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Stay tuned for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.